Hello, I'm Jill Scharf. I'm the co-founder of the International Psychotherapy Institute in the metropolitan Washington area in the USA. And I'm talking to you today at the request of Yue Yao, who has been running a consultation group for Chinese therapists, to which he's invited me to be the consultant. We've been doing this with his translator Lillian for about 2 years now. And the students in that group say, well, they're not really students, they're all therapists, but they're there to study a psychoanalytic approach to their psychotherapy, whether it's individual, couple, adult, adolescent, whatever. The group runs like this. It's 20 sessions. It's for an hour and a half on a Friday evening. It runs it from 8:30 to 10. And then when the clock changes here in the USA, which is very irritating, it moves to 9 to 10:30. Then when the clock moves back in, springs forward again in March, it moves to 8:30 to 10 again. Each participant takes a turn to present a case, and the group then discusses that clinical material. Sometimes the participants will take the dialogue in the word-for-word interview part of the presentation and inhabit the roles. Like one will read the patient, one will read the therapist, in Chinese, of course, while I follow along in the English translation. Then we pause for discussion. Now, I've had maybe 50 years, 40 anyway, of clinical experience. So at this point, I have quite a bit to say about what I hear, but I don't respond immediately. I always wait and gather the group impressions first before I say anything. The reason for that is that the Chinese therapist there can help me understand the cultural context and the meaning of symbols in the dreams, for example. And then together we work to arrive at meaning. They work together, they work with me, and we try to make sense of what we're seeing, always looking for the unconscious significance of the communications reported in the material. Of course, we have a bit of family history, developmental history, perhaps to help us understand the presentation, the symptomatology. And we particularly work with the back and forth of what the therapist said, what the patient said, to try to get a sense of the relationship that is recreated there as a prototype for other relationships that are a source of conflict in that patient's life. I probably should say that I do have quite a bit of experience with this, including I've written a few books, some of which are in Chinese, and I'll just show you those now. Here's this one. This is the main one. I wrote it with my husband some years ago. It's a primer. I see the print comes backwards. Oh, well, it's a primer of object relations. Then this one is an object relations family therapy book. And this one here is object relations couple therapy. But although you can learn a lot from reading, there's nothing quite like being together in a group with your peers, struggling together, working together, learning together, and hopefully having some fun on a Friday night. Well, I hope you find the design of the group appealing, and if so, I very much look forward to working and learning from you. Bye-bye now.